once again to DM Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's Technique of the Month. I'm Dimitri Mavraganis. I'm a first degree black belt under Higan Machado, and this is Frank Lauro, one of my purple belt students. What we want to go over with you guys today is escaping a position called kesa-gatame. It's a variation of side control where the person switches their hip, switches their base, and faces up. I feel a lot of people have trouble with this, especially white belts and blue belts, so hopefully we can help you guys shed some light on this position. So let's start off by showing you what it is. So from here, Frank's got a basic side mount, same kilos, they call it in Brazil 100 kilo position. And what I'm going to do is I want to start off with my hands in a good spot. What's a good spot for me? One hand should be underneath his neck framing, and the other hand should be about mid-forearm, resting on his hip bone here. Okay, if I put it too high up, he can lock me down and move into me. Bad for me. And if I put it too far in and he slowly starts to switch his hips facing down, it's going to kind of crush my arm, almost feel like an Americana type move. So we want to keep it again right in the middle. Alright? Now what Frank's going to do, he's going to keep this left arm underneath my shoulder, and he's going to try to lift up my elbow and turn his base and sit. But I don't want that to happen. The more he's able to pull my elbow underneath, or I'm sorry, lift my elbow up, he's going to be able to have better control and more pressure from his kesa-gatame. Let's give that example here. So Frank's going to grab the elbow, please, and do the perfect kesa-gatame. Right there. Okay? So not a great position for me. A little bit uncomfortable for me too. I mean, the weight's a little heavier than it was in the basic 100 kilos. So let's come back. So rather than feeling that, what I want to try to do is as he tries to lift my elbow, I got to force my elbow, keep it down here by my hip, connected to my body. Alright? And also, I want to kind of slightly turn into Frank. Not a whole bunch, just very little. Just so that the pressure is not directly on my solar plexus, on my stomach. I want to kind of face in. So one more time, Frank's going to try to turn and sit. I'm going to keep my elbow inside. Alright? Now if Frank manages to pull this up, go ahead and pull it up, and get his knee close to me, my number one priority is to get my elbow back on the ground, because it's very hard to escape or get up at all without this arm. So I'm going to bring it inside here. Okay? Now from this position, he can still hold it. I don't care about that. I just care whether it's up and on him or whether it's down here in front of his hip. That's what I need. Now from here, what's next? I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to grab a hold of the close gi, alright, the closest collar. And what I want to try to do is push that straight to the point where my arms are locked out. Okay, why locked out instead of bent? Think of it as a bench press. When you're at the gym and you're bench pressing, you're okay to take a large amount of weight off of it. As long as your arms are extended, you can handle that weight. But it's when you start bending that your arms fatigue and they're not able to handle that same amount of weight. Alright? So from here, I'm going to grab a hold and start to push. And usually, you're not going to get a full extension yet. You'll get close, but not fully extended. So instead of pushing my partner back using a ton of strength, I'm just going to move myself rather than move him. So I start to put my right foot on the floor, keep my arms locked out, and escape my hip enough times to where I can reverse the position and end up on his side now. So from here, push, escape, escape, and come up to side control. One more time. So again, same spots for my hands. He turns. Look how quickly I grab. It's automatic. If I wait too long, he's going to figure out what I'm trying to do and maybe resist that. So right away when he turns, you shouldn't even see this. It's already in. Elbows on the ground, hands are on the gi, foot's on the floor. Start to escape. 1, 2. He's going to find that if he tries to come back, it's not possible from that position. And then I come up to this elbow. That's why it needs to be on the ground. Here. And side mount. Okay? Now, that's position number 1. What happens sometimes is, especially in a tournament or something like that, the person doesn't want to be put on their back. For obvious reasons. They might get points scored against them. It's tougher to fight from there. So he's going to try everything he can to not get rolled that easily. And what most people will do, rather than trying to turn into you, is they'll kind of back up and then turn. And in that case, they are able to. Let's talk about that. So here, same thing, elbows in, mid-range, safe spot, he switches his hip. Automatic, I'm grabbing, okay? Now as I start to push, Frank's trying to connect, trying to stay with me, he doesn't want to get pushed back. So what he's going to do, he can't just fight right into it. Once my arms are extended, he's locked. But what he can do is slide downward. Go ahead and slide down and turn your knees to the square position, like that. But in this case, he's got to give me some room to bring my knee inside. So now I can recover guard. I want it up on top, but I also will be out of the kesa-gatame position. So once the knee comes in, this hand fishes under. I'm going to separate his arm and my knee. So pull this open, knee comes up to the sky, and I close my closed guard. One more time. So this again is for when they resist a little bit more. Frank's going to turn. I slightly turn, already have the gi in hand, start to escape. He tries to turn, knee goes in, scoop under, create some space to be able to pull this hook out. Close guard position. Alright, so that's move number 2. Move number 3 I like because it ends in a submission for me. And one of my favorite things is catching people off guard when they're not expecting it. When they're not even paying attention to that arm, that's the arm you mean to attack. And that's what number 3 is all about. And that, in my opinion, is what Jiu-Jitsu is all about. You know, when you can catch people that aren't even paying attention to a certain thing, your timing is getting much, much better. So let's talk about this one. Now from here, final position. Let's go back again. Turn this way. There we go. Now, from the final position, Frank's going to turn and say kesa-gatame. Once again, I have to keep all the principles in order. Go ahead. Boom. Connect. As I escape my hip, usually after 1 or 2 good hip escapes, I'm going to have some space inside here. Now, this arm is not something you usually worry about as far as getting submitted, right? But what he's going to do is he's going to try to keep connected to me. He doesn't want to get pushed back that easily. So now, I'm going to take advantage of that, slide my bottom knee inside his armpit, and then bring my right leg or the outside leg over his head. As I do that, I want to bring this arm real tight and catch this before it's able to come out all the way. So from here, knee in, leg over, catch this arm, and finish. One more time. And one more time. And that is position 3, and that is going to do it for our escapes to the kesa-gatame. Thank you very much, Frank. And feel free, please, to leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the video, or if you have any techniques that you'd like to see, we're all ears. Also, check out our website, www.dmbjj.com. See you guys next month.